Well, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank God Almighty for this opportunity to be with you once again. My name is Tyrone Poole, and I want to welcome you to Life is a University. I want to welcome all those who are watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, formerly known as Twitter, and all of my Facebook family and friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for watching and tuning in on a regular basis to Life as a University. Please like and subscribe because teamwork makes the dream work for others. That's right. Teamwork makes the dream work for others. Well, what is the purpose of Life is a University show? What is the purpose? Well, I understand that life is truly a university, and there are principal classes that life offers us all. And those classes are called tests, trials, and temptation. That's right. You got it. You got it. You got it. Now, our experiences with these principal classes is the only thing that separates me from you and you from me. And that is the truth, my friends. Now, this next statement that I'm about to make is also 100% truth. And that truth is the difference between those who overcome and those that don't overcome those temptations, trials, and tests is found 3 inches. That's right, 3 inches between the ears. Is how you think. How do you set your mind when you are being tempted, when you are being tested, when you are being tried by life? That determines whether you win or lose, people. So that's why my purpose as host of Life is a University show is to give you principle-based information that will inspire and motivate you and me, because faith comes by me hearing my own voice. But I want to inspire and motivate you mentally, spiritually, and physically to overcome and graduate Life University, because life doesn't care who you are. Life don't care about your pigmentation. That's right. Life don't care about your color. It don't care about how much money you have, how much money you don't have. Life just says, I need this road laid by nighttime. So my purpose is to make sure I inspire you, motivate you physically, mentally, and spiritually so you can graduate, so you can move on to the next level of your potential. And that's right, everybody got next level potential. Now, today's lesson is about what does Father Day and the prodigal son story have in common? So, are you ready? Are you guys ready to work that thing? Are you ready to work that thing? Well, let's WTT 100, people. Well, as we celebrate and as we close another day and another celebration of another Father's Day, I am reminded of the timeless story, of the prodigal son. And it's a parable that resonates deeply, I believe, with the themes of fatherhood, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Now, though this story is ancient, it's been around as long as the Bible has been around, I believe its lessons are forever relevant. It offers us profound insight into the bond between fathers and their children. Now, the prodigal son, and I believe that we can also say the prodigal daughter, right? because a father has a son and he has daughters. So the prodigal son story, we can very well say the prodigal daughter story. So as many of us know, the prodigal son story is a tale from the Bible in which a young man, or it could be a young woman, asked for his inheritance. He asked for his inheritance early. Then the son leaves his father's home and squanders his fortune. He squanders his fortune in reckless living. I'm pretty sure some of you like, you know what? That sounds like my kids. Or maybe you, as a father, you were once like that. I tell people I didn't always grow up, being a nice guy. I had my bad sides as well. So if my father was living, praise be to God, rest his spirit, he would probably say what I'm saying to you guys right now, right? I was reckless. But the prodigal son, even though he was living a reckless life, when he found himself in a desperate situation, he decides to return home, expecting. Now, check this out. When he found himself in a situation where he realized that this is not who I am going to decide to return home. Now, when he made that decision, and he knew he had been away from home and he had disobeyed his father, right? When his father was trying to tell him, hey, son, don't go, stay right here. So when he decided to go back, the son is expecting to be treated as nothing more than a servant. But instead of being reprimanded or rejected, he met with open arms. The son was met with open arms and a heart full of compassion by his father. So this is why this story is beautifully illustrated and illustrates several key aspects of fatherhood that we celebrate today. Now, before I jump into this story, I got to pause for the cause, and I got to do a little bit of celebrating myself. You guys got to stay tuned. I got three examples of how Father's Day and the prodigal son, they are good for one another. So again, I have to take a commercial break, but when I return, I will continue this discussion about what Father Day and the prodigal son have in common. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back with more Life is a University show.
There's a price to pay to become somebody new. There's a price to pay for change. Do I have what it takes? When you look into my future, can you see me making it?
Okay. 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 Okay.
Welcome back to Life is a University show. I'm your host, Tyrone Poole, and today's topic is, what does Father Day and the prodigal son story have in common? Now, before I dive into it, I got to remind you guys, you just saw it. I got a new fitness journal out, 752 Food and Fitness Journal. I'm telling you, it's a great journal for anyone that wants to keep up almost like a professional. Well, you keep up like a professional. Keep up with your health, because your body is your business. So check out the ticker down below and just go to TyronePoole38.com. Read up more about this fitness journal. You get a food plan and you get 52 weeks of proven exercises that you can do at your pace, and you'll get the results that you want. So now, let's dive deeper into the pool and discover three aspects of Father's Day and the prodigal son story. Okay. So the first one is the prodigal son's father exemplifies unconditional love. Despite the son's mistakes and poor choices, the father's love remained steadfast. Now, I believe this mirrors the reality of many fathers who, regardless of the paths that their children take, they continue to love and support them unconditionally. Now, fathers often serve as, I believe, bedrocks of stability and sources of unwavering support, no matter what the circumstances are. Whether you're in a situation where you're no longer together with the mother of your children, or you are in some situation that you can't really control, but you are still in a position where your support is there, no matter the circumstances. That's the one thing that I believe the prodigal son story and Father's Day shares together. Now, the second thing that I believe that this story highlights, the prodigal son story highlights, I believe it highlights the power of forgiveness. Yes, the power of forgiveness. Now, the father's willingness to forgive his son without hesitation touches us, and it also teaches us that forgiveness is a cornerstone of a strong relationship. And there have been many situations where the son has to forgive the father. The father forgives the son. But either way, forgiveness is a cornerstone for a strong relationship. There are a lot of sons out there that do not know where their fathers are. The prodigal son, he knew where his father was. That's why he said that I can go back to my father. So when you can forgive yourself, and the father forgiving his son, even though his son made a mistake, he forgave him. He opened his arm back up to him. So the father, all fathers, our wisdom, your wisdom, my wisdom, often we understand that if you're holding anger because of something that happened that you did not like, the father, the prodigal son father could have held anger. He could have been upset with the son because he took an inheritance that really the son didn't earn. He just inherited it. But then you're going to take and squander what I have given to you. And you never called me. You never stayed in touch with me. You only come engaging with me, interacting with me when you find yourself in a dissolute and a desperate situation. The father could have held on to anger, but he did not. The father could have been disappointed, but he was not. So by choosing to forgive people, we foster healing, and we foster the ability of the family unit to come back together. Reconciliation, people. That's what I'm talking about. Paving the way for renewed connections and a stronger bond. And I'm telling you right now, I believe that there are fathers out there right now where they have not, maybe they probably hadn't talked to their children in years, but they finally forgave one another. They let it go under the grace of God. And through Christ, they let it go. And man, that connection and that bond has been stronger than it ever was before. So that is what the prodigal son story teaches us, even in this moment now. So if you are a father and you having issues, you're upset with your kids for whatever reason, I'm asking you to forgive. And if you are a child, your father, you're watching this and you're still upset with your father, if you're a daughter, even though the story says prodigal son, like I said earlier, I believe we can lend this to the prodigal daughter because we're talking about children. So if you are a daughter or you're a son, forgive your father. Call your father right now. If you forgot to say Happy Father's Day, call and text and let him know. And I'm telling you, just that forgiveness will bring you closer, a stronger bond. And moreover, people, let me say this. I think the prodigal son, father, his reaction to his son return, after you told your dad, hey, dad, can I come back home? Please forgive me. And also the father telling the kids, hey, forgive me. Will you come back home? The father's reaction to his son's return is a testament to the joy and the fulfillment that children bring to their parents. Whenever I see my kids, I just smile. It makes me feel good inside. And I know it makes them feel good inside. So again, that part of the prodigal son story, when it says that the father jumped on his neck. How do you jump on someone's neck? You jump on someone's neck because you put all your weight on them because you're so happy to see them. So that is the other aspect that the prodigal son story allows us to see on Father's Day, that when the children come together around their parents, there's so much joy. So my question to you, how many of you who are watching are filled with joy? Are you filled with joy when your children come around? Yes, I know you are. I know you are. So the celebration and the welcome that the father extended to his son reflects the deep-seated joy that fathers experience in their children's presence and success. You know, it's almost like when you see your kids do something great, you say, boy, look at here, or daughter, look at here. You remind me of myself when I was your age. You see yourself in your children. So your children's presence, their success, it brings you joy. And this joy is not contingent on perfection. And let me say this again. This joy that you express, that we express, is not contingent on perfection. We know no one is perfect as long as they are striving for excellence. So this is why when you have a genuine relationship and love is shared, there's nothing like it. Now, on this Father's Day, let us also reflect on the lessons the prodigal son story teaches us. It teaches us about humility, and it teaches us about gratitude. The son's journey back to his father is one of humbling self-realization and appreciation for the love and security he had once taken for granted. It's just like the word of God says, if you train them up in the way they should go, they won't stray from it. So even though the prodigal son, the father didn't want him to go, I believe the father said, you know what? I've taught you what you need to know. You've been around me enough to know that I love you. And you can always return home, son. So similarly, as children, I'm talking to the children, take a moment to recognize and appreciate the sacrifices, the guidance, and the love your father, my father, even though my father has passed away. But I remember the guidance, the sacrifices, and I appreciate everything my dad did for me. That we gave ourselves in the act of humility and gratitude for our children. So, as I close another great episode of Life is a University Show, I just wanted to jump on and I wanted to say Happy Father's Day. And the prodigal son story just resonated with me. I had to share it. The Spirit told me, say, hey, just go talk. Just go talk, and I'm going to tell you what to say. So, in conclusion, the story of the prodigal son is not just a tale of redemption and reconciliation, but it is also a profound illustration of the virtue that we have and we need as we celebrate our fathers today. Unconditional love, forgiveness, people, and joy, and the invaluable importance of family. So as we honor our fathers, let us remember the lessons of the parable of the prodigal son. And let us strive to embody the same love and compassion in our own lives. So I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the incredible fathers out there. Your love, your wisdom, and your strength are the pillars that support and uplift everyone we encounter, everyone you encounter, everyone that I encounter. So thank you, fathers. Thank you for everything you do. So, as I come to an end of another great show, I pray that you prosper in everything and be in health just as your soul prospers. And I want to thank you for watching Life is a University Show. And if today's information was helpful to you in any kind of way, please email us and share your thoughts. info@lifeisauniversity.com. Also, if you are having a corporate event, workshop, college program, youth empowerment seminars, church functions, and you need a unique speaker, well, I am that unique speaker you are looking for. Just send me an email, bookings@tyronepoole.com. Again, thank you for watching Life is a University Show. And don't forget to get your journal. Get your journal, because your body is your business. You only get one. You only get one body. Well, people, Life is a University. Our mantra is work that thing with us or watch us work that thing. What do? We work that thing. What is it all about? It's all about the E. Energy, effort, effectiveness, efficiency, whatever your E word is, whatever excites you to earn that thing. The E is for everyone. WTT 100, people. I'm out of here. Peace. Happy Father's Day to everybody.